Maybe she's still asleep. Tonight's journey begins, as always, with Rod Serling's voice. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone. The episode is called Little Girl Lost. A small suburban bedroom, a child's cry in the night. A mother rushes in. The father reaches under the bed, and the unthinkable happens. Tina is gone, but her voice can still be heard, calling out from somewhere that isn't anywhere. That's where the mind starts to tremble. Because what do you do when the body disappears but the sound remains? When the evidence says gone but awareness says here? The parents panic. The physicist friend arrives. He's supposed to explain it. He talks about the fourth dimension, perpendicular lines and rare junctures between worlds. He marks the wall with chalk. He says, "Maybe she's still asleep." And everyone ignores him. That's the whole truth right there, glossed over like background noise. Because she is asleep. And so are they. The story isn't about a lost girl. It's about a dreaming mind mistaking itself for a body. The dog runs in and vanishes too. But he isn't afraid. He never studied physics. He doesn't analyze love. He follows it. The animal becomes the Holy Spirit in disguise, unjudging, fearless, answering only the call for joining. The father's hand reaches into the wall. He's half in, half out. That's the mind trying to touch what it already is. The closer he gets, the more the portal closes. The more he tries to grasp, the more he loses sight. Because awakening isn't grabbing, it's releasing. The physicist warns, if you'd gone further, half of you would be here and the other half. He stops. He doesn't know where. That's the ego's favorite position, confident in confusion. And when they finally pull Tina back, Serling tells us that no scientist ever found an answer, only a little more respect for the unknown. But that unknown isn't out there. It's the stillness beneath perception, the real dimension. A Course in Miracles says the world was made as an attack on God, a way to make separation appear real. So the bedroom wall becomes the mind's defense system, a geometry of fear. It says, this is solid, this is real. But then something happens, a cry in the night, and the lie cracks. The father listens, not with ears, but with desperation. And for a moment, the sound of love breaks through. That's the holy instant, when illusion bends and truth peers through. In the end, the family thinks they're safe. But safe from what? The portal closed, yet the dream continues. The child wasn't rescued from another dimension. She was rescued from the belief that she could leave love at all. Helen Schuckman heard that same voice. Bill Thetford followed it through the wall of reason. Judy Scutch spoke of a plane that vanished, yet nothing was lost. Because nothing real can be threatened, and nothing unreal exists. Maybe Tina was never gone. Maybe the wall was never there. Maybe we're still asleep. And maybe the next stop has never been the Twilight Zone at all, but the moment you finally wake up. Portrait of a father, a mother, a physicist, and a frightened dog, all staring at a wall that was never really there. They believed a child had vanished into another dimension, but it wasn't the girl who was lost. It was their certainty. They drew equations around the infinite measured mystery with chalk and called their fear science. But every wall is a mirror when the light of truth strikes it. And the moment they reached through what they thought was solid, the universe whispered its oldest secret. There is no here. There is no there. There is only the mind dreaming both. And tonight, as they drift back to sleep in their quiet suburban home, the real question lingers, not where did she go, but when will we wake? Because somewhere between the dream and the door, lies the Twilight Zone.